Now I'm going to teach you about sales reports. So we learned about sales call management, how to fill this particular subsheet. अब हम बात करेंगे किस तरीके से सेल्स रिपोर्ट्स को फिल करना है. Now this is again a very important one. सबसे पहले तो आपको मंथ डाल देना. Let's take an example. You are filling it for November 2025. So you'll first put it November 2025 sales report. You'll put the customer name, whoever has been closed. Again, phone number सेम ही जगह पे आपको मिलेगा. You can just go to the calendars and you can access it from here. Suppose I'm at the calendar and let's take an example. Sharad has been closed. Just click on Sharad and copy his phone number, put it over here and just enter his name. Sharad Joshi. What was the closing price? You would have to enter the closing price. Suppose the closing price was 25,000. He'll put it as 25,000. Now, what was the payment option that the guy selected? Let's take an example. He selected maximum four payment options can be there. वैसे मेरे हिसाब से टू पार्ट्स ही होते हैं, but let's take an example फोर भी है तो we'll put it as one shot payment or a two-part payment, whatever the option that the guy has selected. Then what was the collected amount? So far ये हमेशा हमको आपको टोटल रखना है कितना अभी तक अमाउंट कलेक्ट हुआ है. नेक्स्ट मंथ भी आपको उसको फिल कर देना है. हाउ मच अमाउंट हैज बीन कलेक्टेड फॉर शारद. So let's take an example. So far, you have collected 50,000 from Sharad. So you'll enter 50,000 rupees from Sharad. I think 25,000 का ही है. तो let's take an example. अगर आप टू पार्ट में किया है तो 14,000 रिसीव हो गया है या 12.5 रिसीव हो गया है. ओके. कलेक्टेड अमाउंट 12.5 है. रिमेनिंग अमाउंट है 12.5. एंड कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग अगेन एज आई मैंशनड. तो शरद की कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पे होगी ही. यू कैन जस्ट गो. यहाँ पे आपने अपलोड की होगी. जस्ट कॉपी दिस एंड पुट इट ओवर हियर इन द सेल्स कॉल. क्लोजिंग डेट. व्हाट वाज द डेट? सो व्हाट एवर द डेट वाज. सो आई थिंक मोस्ट प्रोबेबली क्लोजिंग की डेट आपको एंटर करनी है. तो कॉल की डेट देख लो. थोड़ा बेसिक आइडिया तो होता है कब क्लोज हुआ है पर्सन. तो सपोज फिफ्थ को कॉल हुई थी, सेवन्थ को लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल क्लोज हुआ पर्सन. तो 7th November 2025 is the date on which he got closed. So this is exactly how you would have to fill this sheet. You have to enter the customer name who has been closed, his phone number, his closing price, means at what price you have closed him, at 30,000, at 40,000, at 50,000. Sometimes what happens now, you have a fixed price of 30,000, but some clients are very रिजिड. वो बहुत रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि मुझे इस प्राइस पे दे दो. तो यू गिव सम डिस्काउंट्स. समटाइम्स यू ऑल्सो रेज द प्राइस फ्रॉम 30,000 to 40,000 फॉर टेस्टिंग. तो किस प्राइस पे क्लोज हुआ, दैट ट्रैक नीड्स टू बी देयर. तो यू एंटर्ड द क्लोजिंग प्राइस. Then what is the payment option that the client has selected? Was it a one shot? Was it a two part? Was it a three part? Or was it a four part? So whatever the payment option the guy has selected, you will enter that. How much amount you have collected so far and how much balance is remaining. The call recording and the closing date. And that will go month after month. For December month, again, you will fill this exactly like that. Suppose 10 से ज़्यादा closings हुई हैं, तो what you will do, you will just click on this and you will just click on insert one row below. And this is how you can put the 11th data. Same with if you have one more sale closed, click on this. So month by month, this is how you can bifurcate the data. And once all the sales, suppose there were three customer closed, 30,000, 50,000. Now you can just click on this. If you don't add the comma, it will automatically add it. So without comma, you can add it. 25,000, 30,000, 50,000. Just click. Sum is gonna be 1 lakh and 5,000. So 1 lakh and 5,000 is the total closing price. Okay. Now the collection, suppose this guy has paid you 15,000, this guy has paid you 25,000. So the cash that came in the bank account was 52,500 so far. Okay, that is something which you can add it over here. Right, the remaining balance will also be written over here, whatever the remaining balances are. Now, as soon as suppose next month you have received some payment, you will have to come and change this collected amount, and the remaining balance will also needs to be changed. Okay, so this is how this sheet needs to be filled, and you have to fill this regularly. Suppose any person is getting closed, आपको उसको सेम डे ही एंटर कर देना है इस शीट में, बिकॉज मंथ के एंड में every month on end, yeah, I would say in the start of the next month, which is suppose first or second, first से लेके fifth के बीच में this sheet will be reviewed and if any data is missing that will not be appreciated. तो इसको regularly हमको fill करना है with accuracy.